Good morning. Here is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State to hold local government elections in 2025. Senate committee announces January 31 for presentation of 2025 budget report. On the foreign scene, Meteorological Department warns of snow, wind, rain across United Kingdom during New Year celebration. And in sport, CAF fines Libya Football Federation $50,000 for misconduct during AFCON qualifiers against Benin Republic. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has confirmed that local government elections will take place in 2025 across the state's 20 local government areas, LGAs, and 37 local council development areas, LCDAs. This announcement follows growing speculation and inquiries from party members, stakeholders, and the media regarding the inclusion of the LCDAs in the elections. In a statement signed by the Lagos State APC chairman, Cornelius Ajalabi, the APC emphasized the importance of the LCDAs both politically and socio-economically in driving development across Lagos State. The party noted that since their creation, the LCDAs have spearheaded numerous development projects, including the construction of roads, drainage systems, schools and markets, as well as housing initiatives and the provision of primary education and health facilities. The statement also highlighted the collaborative efforts of the LCDAs with the state government on critical issues such as waste management, drainage clearing, and security, which underscore their continued relevance. The ABC expressed hope that the clarification would dispel further speculation about the upcoming elections, urging Lagosians to remain peaceful and united as the state maintains its leading role in Nigeria. The Lagos State Safety Commission has warned nightclubs and lounges across the city against overcrowding. Director General and CEO, Lagos Safety Commission, Lanre Mojala, said there is a paramount need for nightclub owners and operators to strictly adhere to the authorized occupancy limits as approved by the Commission. According to him, on no account should any nightclub allow overcrowding, which poses significant safety risks, including the potential for fire hazards, smoking in public spaces, compromised emergency exits, and increased likelihood of accidents. He noted that the risk endanger not only the lives of patrons, but also the staff and the general public. Mojala urged all owners and operators of hospitality venues to strictly comply with the safety measures and occupancy limits set forth by the Lagos State Safety Commission. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has assured Nigerians that adequate measures have been put in place to safeguard their health before, during, and after the Yuletide season. Director General of NAFDAC, Mojisola Adeyeye, emphasized the need to eat safe and stay safe during the festive period. She reiterated the need for Nigerians to always procure food and drinks in outlets with identifiable addresses and locations to ease the agency's track and trace obligation, stressing that medicines and packaged food products that do not have NAFDAC number should be avoided. Adeyeye said that officers of the agency's Investigation and Enforcement Directorate would continue the ongoing map-up of substandard and falsified medicines and unwholesome food items from the market across the country. Telecommunications operators in Nigeria have warned that service disruptions are imminent unless tariffs are adjusted to account for escalating operational costs. The chairman of the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, Benga Adebayo, issued the warning describing the telecom sector as under siege, citing soaring operation costs driven by inflation, volatile exchange rates, and rising energy prices. Adebayo noted that despite these challenges, tariffs have remained unchanged, leaving operators struggling to maintain quality service and expand their networks. He warned that without an immediate tariff adjustment, operators may resort to service shedding, leading to limited availability of telecom services in certain areas. Adebayo emphasized that the financial burden on operators has reached unsustainable levels, endangering the sector's ability to modernize and maintain critical infrastructure. Now to the rest of the stories. The Senate Appropriations Committee has scheduled the presentation of the 2025 budget report for Friday, January 31, 2025. This development followed the release of the National Assembly's detailed timetable for the defense and scrutiny of the proposed budget. At the budget defense, various ministries, departments, and agencies are expected to appear before lawmakers to give an overview of their 2024 spending and justify their revenue projections for 2025. The Senate Committees on Appropriations and Finance will on Friday meet with the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, and the Director General of the Budget Office of the Federation, Tanimu Yakubu. The Senate and the House of Representatives and the relevant ministries, departments, and agencies will commence sitting on Wednesday, January 8, 2025, and expected to run until Wednesday, January 15, 2025. The Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment has announced that it is driving regulatory collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to promote cement exporting environment to suit local manufacturing needs. The ministry stated that it is working on the regulatory framework and opening discussions on policies with CBN and other stakeholders to make exporters comfortable and committed to bringing back their export proceeds to the Nigerian economy. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Jumoke Oduwole, said this while speaking on the policy direction, also assuring manufacturers that the country's free trade zones are designed to accelerate exports and not to harm local manufacturers. Oduwole addressed concerns to local industrial stakeholders, emphasizing that the zones must operate within the intended guidelines to foster economic growth. She said that the essence of the free zones is to give tax relief and also enable citizens to facilitate their exports. Oduwole emphasized that compliance and discipline are essential in free trade zones operations with the Nigerian Export Processing Zones Authority and the Oil and Gas Free Zones Authority under the ministry's watch, adding that only 25% of goods produced in these zones may be sold at the local market without incurring taxes. The federal government has expressed sympathy with the government and people of South Korea following the tragic crash of Jeju Air flight. The crash occurred on Sunday, December 29, when the Boeing 737-800 was returning from Bangkok, Thailand, attempting to land at Muan International Airport in southern South Korea. The plane skidded off the runway and collided with a wall, resulting in a fiery explosion, leaving only 2 survivors. In a statement issued by the spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja, Kimiebi Ebienfa, the federal government conveyed its condolences to the bereaved families and expressed solidarity with South Korea during this difficult time. The government described the crash as a tragic loss and reaffirmed Nigeria's support for the South Korean people. Now to foreign news. Rain, snow and strong winds will hit the United Kingdom as 2025 gets underway, with a series of weather warnings covering all parts of the country coming into force over the coming days. The Met Office said there could be travel disruption on New Year's Eve in Northern England, Scotland and Northern Ireland before stormy conditions spread to the rest of the UK on New Year's Day. A rain and snow warning is already in force for much of Scotland, with conditions set to deteriorate elsewhere in the UK between Monday and Thursday. High winds led to Sunday's Hogmanay Torchlight procession in Edinburgh being cancelled, and there is a chance more celebrations could be disrupted. There will also be spells of rain across England, Northern Ireland and Wales, but the rain looks set to be particularly heavy in Wales. While it will be windy everywhere, it could be very blustery in the south of England as the new year is welcomed in. Those traveling and with plans over the new year are being urged to check the latest forecast. A Network Rail said trains on some lines will need to be slowed down due to the difficult weather conditions. In our sport, the CAF Disciplinary Board has charged the Libyan Football Federation, LFF, with misconduct following incidents during the AFCON 2025 qualifiers fixture against Benin Republic in Benghazi on November 18. In a statement on CAF's website, the decision to sanction Libya was taken after the disciplinary board met to deliberate on several matters and incidents during the CAF interclub competition and also AFCON 2025 qualifiers. The board found the LFF guilty of violating Articles 82 and 151 of the CAF Disciplinary Code for the behavior of its supporters and officials during and after the match against Libya. The Libyan Football Federation was ordered to play its next two official national team matches behind closed doors, and also a fine of $50,000 was imposed on the federation. In October, the disciplinary committee of CAF sanctioned Libya and awarded Nigeria 3 points, 3 goals, after the match day 4 AFCON 2025 fixture was suspended due to an incident at a Libyan airport. And that is our news at 10. Just before we go, remember to always wear your seatbelt when driving. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch your news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration reconfigured 6 junction roundabouts, Allen, Ikotun, Maryland, Lekki and Aja, under traffic management intervention plans? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, try the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has confirmed that local government elections will take place in 2025 across the state's 20 local government areas, LGAs, and 37 local council development areas, LCDAs. The Senate Appropriations Committee has scheduled the presentation of the 2025 budget report for Friday, January 31, 2025. We also told you that rain, snow, and strong winds will hit the United Kingdom as 2025 gets underway, with a series of weather warnings covering all parts of the country coming into force over the coming days. And in sport, the CAF Disciplinary Board has charged the Libyan Football Federation, LFF, with misconduct following incidents during the AFCON 2025 qualifiers fixture against Benin Republic in Benghazi on November 18. For contact at the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by Mojid Ololade. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.